Welcome back to Finnegan's Garage. Thanks for hanging out. I have just 20 days to reassemble this entire GMC truck and get it ready for the SEMA Show. So what am I going to do? Install a supercharger, because you know that fixes everything. That's what we believe here at Finnegan's Garage. More importantly, you have just 10 days left to enter a contest that could see you and your best friend in Las Vegas for the SEMA Show with your own passes, your own supercar driving experience, dinner with me and the Bling Sauce crew, and you get to see this truck in person. Let's get going. So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel or have been sleeping under a rock, Joe and I bought a 1998 GMC Sierra with a little over 12,000 original miles on the clock in Texas and then road tripped it all the way home. It currently has 13,341 miles on it and is in really good shape except for some scratches here and there throughout the body, which we're gonna have to do something about before it goes to SEMA. So, rather than work on the scratches, we're gonna install a brand new blower from Harrop. Harrop? I don't even know how you say it. It's an Australian company. It's been around since the mid-50s. Harrop, or however you want to pronounce it, they make brake upgrades, supercharger upgrades. They're OEM on Ford projects over there in Australia. They make really, really nice stuff. And believe it or not, they have a blower kit for an LS to go into an OBS Chevy truck. And I've never installed one, but we're going to try it here today. Now, here's what you want to know. This is based upon the Eaton TVS line of superchargers, which are everywhere. They're very, very efficient. This blower on low boost will increase the power of your LS engine somewhere between 40 and 60%. Our engine is not stock, nor are we going to leave this on low boost. So I think this, combined with that 434 Texas Speed Brawler Series long block, could come close to making 1,000 horsepower. Maybe not at the tires, but it'll get pretty close. More importantly, let's be real, what are you going to do with 1,000 horsepower where you live or where I live? There's not a lot of places you can use it. However, it will do excellent burnouts. And just saying you have 1,000 horsepower in an OBS truck is pretty cool. What's even cooler than that, though, is going to Las Vegas for the SEMA Show. And you can maybe get there with me thanks to Bling Sauce and its platinum line of car care products. You guys have seen that stuff on the channel before. We used it on the mini truck. Best thing about it is you don't have to work real hard. It's a wipe on, rub in, wipe off kind of process. They like to say it, I like to say it. You get professional results with amateur effort. And they love Finnegan's Garage so much, and they love you guys so much, they want to give you a chance to go to Las Vegas to the SEMA Show, which technically, unless you sneak in, isn't really open to the public the first 4 days of the show. So, here's how you can win. Go to blingsauce.com, buy anything. Buy nothing. If you buy nothing, you can still enter. No purchase necessary. But if you buy anything off the website and use the promo code 24MikeSEMA, you're going to get a discount and 10 entries into a contest that will give you and your best friend airfare to Vegas. You're going to get a 3-night stay. Where's it 2 nights? I don't know. It's 3 days, 2 nights in Vegas. You and your best friend at the MGM Grand Signature Resort. You're going to get a supercar driving experience. You're going to go to a private dinner with me and the Bling Sauce crew. You're going to get your own SEMA badges, the coveted laminated SEMA badges. That gets you the chance to wander around the biggest automotive convention in the United States, seeing everything everybody built, including this truck. You only have 10 days left. Is it from now? I don't know. This video is going to come out this Sunday. However math I did it, October 6th, it's over. You have that many days to enter into the contest. Then we're going to pick a winner and we're going to see you guys in Vegas. It's going to be awesome. So, I guess we should probably work on the truck because we don't have much time left, right? Probably should start by reading the instructions because I've never done one of these. Although it is an LS, which means it's O-ringed. It could be as simple as peeling the tape off the motor, installing a steam vent line kit here, and then just setting this on there and making the accessories work. I don't know. But it is going to be easy because the front clip is off this, which is nice. All right, so we'll give you some beauty shots of this spinning around because that would look fun. And then we'll get right into it by opening boxes and reading the instructions. Here we go. All right, guys. Here's our long block. This deal is really, really nice. This is an off-the-shelf Brawler Series long block that you can get from Texas Speed. It's filled with Wise Coast pistons, a Callie's crank, Callie's rods. It's topped with Texas Speed's own American-made PRC line of cylinder heads. These are cathedral port heads, I believe. Yep. And before we put the blower on, the first thing we need to address is the steam line setup on this engine. I wanted to point this out because you have options here. So if you notice, that corner of that head is connected to that corner of that head, and then it has a common port. Back here, they are blocked off. Now, this does work. Make no mistake, you can absolutely make this work. However, blocking these corner ports off in the rear can promote steam pockets in these rear cylinders in this area here. And when you have that, that dramatically narrows your tuning window in a high performance application. So if you're a max effort race guy, or you don't want to worry about going lean with those rear cylinders or having tuning issues, what you should look into is a 4-corner steam port kit like this one from Motion Raceworks. This one will connect all 4 corners to a common area, and then out of that port you would take that line, and some guys will go into the water pump. I don't like that at all. What I would do is send that to the radiator, which is currently Bluetooth. It's up here. And you want to put that right under where the radiator cap would go, where the cap is designed to vent steam if it overheats. Now, Motion sells several of these. This particular one, I believe, is designed for a truck-style intake that's very tall and has lots of room. They have other ones that use soft lines and that move the block outboard. We're going to mock this up and then put our blower kit on from Harrop, because I don't know that this will work, but we can at least figure it out here now. So we will be removing these pieces, temporarily installing this, setting the blower on, and seeing, can we make this work? Because if we can, then we'll just add a dash 4 line here and later run that to our radiator. Here's our blocks for our corners, gaskets, mounting bolts, and then the AN fittings that'll come out of there. Okay, here's a gasket. There's our bolt. Does not want to thread in, so.
It's all in the love. It's all in the love. Baby, when you're feeling down, just get on up. It's all in the love. It's all in the love. Oh, baby, when you're feeling down, just get on up. Just get on up. Just get on up. It's all in the love.
Two options here: replace this with another one, or cut this off, weld it shut, and put it back together. Alright, everybody. So, these are the pieces we added, the aftermarket ones, and if you look right down there, the engine is actually sitting, let me go from this side, maybe you can see it better. Yeah, the front corner of the intake manifold is actually sitting on the passenger side front steam line. Not the line itself, but the AN fitting right there. So, we need to modify the intake if we're going to use that. Can I get some light back here? Looks like this rear one's going to be fine.
This one just barely clears.
Okay.
Looks like it's there.
Alright, so let's pull the blower back off and we'll either grind the corner of that or temporarily remove it for now.
Let's go.
Actually, you know what? Let's back up. We already know these accessories aren't going to fit, so let's just take them off, because once the intake's locked down, it might be hard to even get this back off.
Okay.
So let's do that. Okay, so intake back off. Okay, blower's not on. We need to change our steam lines. We also need a new valley plate, or we need to modify the one we have. In the meantime, we took off all the old front accessories because these are not going to work with our supercharger. We also have to change the balancer from our crankshaft because CVF has a prototype drive for LS engines, for OBS trucks, for the Harop supercharger. And so this one's coming off. I'm a little sad about it because I like it. It's got degree marks all the way around the balancer, which you don't find every day on an LS. Actually, a lot of times there aren't any marks on an LS balancer because people don't care about timing, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Okay.
Pistons in there, dude.
Oh, wow. That's bad. That's really bad.
Not good.
This is not good at all. This is ungood.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Joe?
How's your Thursday going?
You want to stop and have lunch? You know what that means? Just need a bigger pry bar.
I don't know if that one's going to be big enough. Holy crap.
Did that move it at all?
No.
All right. Did the balancer move far enough for us to pry the balancer off?
I don't know.
I've never had this happen before. 20 years of using that tool. This is a first. Okay, lunch. That made me hungry. All right. So we just went left and right, left, right.
I think it's the...
It's wiggling the piston. I don't know if it's coming out, but it's wiggling the piston. Whoo! There we go. Yeah, well, the end of that balancer is not as happy as it once was.
No.
Okay,
Okay, so here's the next question.
we're back. We'll wait for lunch.
Yeah, I'll hold that.
All right, let's try this again. There we go.
Oh, it's so much better. Oh.
Ah, got it. There's our spacer. Now with any luck,
Hopefully it's not stuck in there.
hopefully it's not stuck in there anymore. It's stuck in there again. Because the spacer kicked all the way out and we shoved not we, but me, I shoved the piston through the back of it. That's all right though, we'll worry about that after lunch. It's open here, it's open there, there's holes everywhere. It's not like we had to worry about water getting stuck in there. So for the time being, we may just slice and dice that to get this in. Maybe I'll go back later, but no matter what, we do need to have a moment of silence for Joe Cole's nice paint job because I'm about to screw that all up. So yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay?
I have several more cans of the same color paint.
He's given me the green light. He says it's okay. You heard it here first, folks. I've been given the green light. Well, if that's the case, then let's do some band damage. I'm gonna go right there, and I'm gonna come ahead of this just a little bit here. So So essentially, I think we'll cut this from here to here. We'll drill the corners so they're nice and round. And then, how far down do we gotta go? Really not very far. So we'll probably go.
The idler arm almost hangs straight down.
All right, this is where we're cutting. I'll get the drill, I'll drill the corners, and then we'll just connect the dots either with the Sawzall or the death wheel. But first things first, we should cover up everything because we might make a little metal chips here. Okay, and then no, but it'll get there eventually. Start with a smaller trumpet.
You can do it.
Yay!
Now you're scratching out my paint.
Well, you know a guy with a can, so it'll be fine. That's what I heard.
What you could use is a little soft. Break it?
No, it came loose though. Okay.
A little bit further back.
It's got to go down further. And oh wait a minute, does the belt go all the way around this thing? What's the belt routing?
Let's see.
Because if it goes all the way around this, that's bad.
Let's look.
What is this thing? There's some.
It's a billet cover they have. We have billet covers for all of these that are kind of cool machined.
Yeah, except that means I got to cut even more out. These are details you could have told me earlier. Oh no, it doesn't go around this. Okay, it goes around this. It doesn't go around this.
It goes around.
It goes around the pulley. It doesn't go.
Yes.
It doesn't go around.
Goes around the
pulley.
10 rib pulley.
All right, that's different. Go back there, and then that's pretty much it.
Where's our tension? Does that pull up to tension?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Let's cut it some more, and then we'll see about our tension after that. There we go. It's all notched, windowed, whatever you want to call it. It's not bad. And like I said, the frame's got holes everywhere else, so what's one more? Technically, not fabricating, which is what I wanted for this project. Not fabricating. Okay, let's install.
So,
Yes.
I cannot find the bolt they called out for this in
Okay.
any of the hardware they sent us. This is
And
supposed to be a 4-inch with a nylock nut on the back,
okay.
but that's only 3.5.
So
The
grab.
4-inch one was bottoming out on here.
I think so. Or this was cockeyed because we hadn't trimmed it enough yet. It might work now.
Okay.
Let's try a 4-inch with a nylock. There we go. Beautiful. What's next? Now that we've conquered that.
I have to look and see. Oh, we need to get this done so that we can put the pulley on. Or put the pulley on.
Okay, can you reach up in there where the starter goes and like wedge a screwdriver in there while
I don't know.
because we haven't installed the starter yet, have we?
Nope.
All right, maybe that'll work.
5.
That's a pulley. Look at that. These are huge. They're really cool looking. I like the machine pattern. So 10 rib, 8 rib pulleys, one for the blower, one for the accessories. The instructions aren't calling out for it, but I'm gonna put a little thread locker on it since these things rotate at the crank speed and will get warm because they're bolted to the engine. I'm not gonna go crazy and put red, but I will put some blue on there. Six feels right. How many horse torques does this thing make?
Horse torques?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a pretty stout little gun.
It's brushless. All right. Claiming that's installed. Do we put the decorative center cap now or later?
We can. We don't see us needing any reason not to.
Well, all right. This is some street rod stuff right here.
Yes.
I haven't done just purely decorative things in a long time. It's kind of
cool, huh?
It's kind of fun. I'm like, oh.
I mean, this looks really
It
cool.
doesn't make it faster. It doesn't make it lighter. It just makes it prettier.
Yeah.
It's like putting makeup on a chick.
I'm so glad your wife doesn't watch this show.
Imagine how much more exciting it would be if she did, though.
None of them would talk to us. Here, I'll do this one again.
Yeah. So yesterday we got pretty far on the blower install. We had a few hiccups here and there because it is a prototype kit and we're the first ones to ever install it. First hiccup was our Texas Speed PRC heads. The CNC intake ports on those are larger than a stock GM Cathedral port cylinder head. So our intake gaskets overhung the ports just a little bit on the leading edge. So we ordered a new set of gaskets from Texas Speed for that. No big deal. Those would have been here today had there not been a hurricane in Florida that came up into Georgia and stopped all the UPS trucks. So the second thing was the AC compressor bracket, the mounting bracket for that. Did not want to fit our AC compressor, and that's because this kit was designed with one compressor and shipped with another. And our compressor has the wire for the clutch to engage and disengage it in a different location. And that wire is actually holding the compressor up from fully seating in the bracket. And rather than wait around for another bracket, I'm just gonna put it up in the mill here, run an end mill up against the face of it right there, and notch this as cleanly as I can so that it gives room for that wire, no more pinching. So after that, this should go on and we should be able to keep on trucking with the rest of the accessories. See a gap between the gasket and the flange. It's got to come down 3/8. It's got to come down like 3/8 of an inch in the front.
Oh.
This needs to move out. All right, everybody at home. Here's what we did. We just removed that hose that came off of that nipple because it went across the top of the AC compressor mount right there, and it was holding the intake up. So that, both of those lower hoses will need to be rerouted and redone. But as long as the valley plate isn't too thick, I think this thing will work. Oh, it looks cool. So I think the last thing we can do here for the blower install is to put the blower pulley on, connect the belt, step back and go, yeah, buddy. So cool.
All right, as you can see, our whole front drive assembly is all done. Blowers sitting on top of there. Belts are all lined up, look great. We are moving on to exhaust. And since nobody seems to make a actual header for the OBS truck with an LS in it, Hooker makes these LS style exhaust manifolds. We're going to install these on here. We also have a Hooker full exhaust system, but we might have to make some tweaks on it. We'll see. In the meantime, we'll get cranking on this. And it should go fairly easy, I think. We get some of these wires off of here. Got a nice set of Cometic LS style exhaust gaskets. You can probably take that pan out of there now too.
Every now and again I see it drip, but I'll just put a towel there.
It should be.
Empty?
I soaked it up with a towel, paper towels this morning because I knew we were going to want to pull that out.
All right, manifolds are on. There you have it. Hooker manifolds are on. All kinds of clearance.
Even on this side.
Front accessories are on, blower's on, although blower needs to come back off because we're waiting for UPS to deliver our valley plate and our injectors. So I say we go into the bottom, see if we can make the rest of the exhaust system work.
There's a room to change starters.
Lucky you.
Yeah, right.
You love changing starters. God, at this point, we could church up the inner fenders and put them back in, put the fenders back on. Because my plan is to mount the ECU on the inner fender on this side, so, and we can start eliminating wiring we don't need. There you go, everybody. Look at that. It's beautiful. We got our exhaust mocked up, missing some pieces for that, and a couple of pieces for the motor, but we are well on our way to making this thing run. And don't forget, you and your best friend could be going to SEMA with me. All you gotta do is go to blingsauce.com right now before October 6th and enter to win a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime vacation to Las Vegas. Good luck.